Hello, senior seminar students. This is Dr. Susan Pierce. I am your professor this semester, and I'm looking forward to working with you, getting to know all of you. I wanted to start by just filling in a little bit more about who I am and what I've been working on. I started my life actually in Mississippi. I grew up in the Jackson area. And then my family moved to Northern Virginia when I was a teenager, and I graduated from high school there, started college at George Mason University, went back to Mississippi to finish college. I was in North Carolina after that, doing a master's degree in theology, and then New York City, where I got to work in women's activism for a while, and then got my PhD from the New School for Social Research in sociology, and then got a chance to teach in Poland for several years. And then I moved back, lived in Baltimore, and got a chance to work on some nonprofit activism there. Then got to teach at West Virginia University for 3 years, and now I've been here at ECU for 17 years. Came here in 2008, and I have been working on some research recently. I'll tell you a couple of my latest publications. One is about Princeville, North Carolina, in case you're not familiar with it. It could be the first chartered Black town in the United States, which is just up the road from us near Tarboro. And then the other one was about environmental issues and biogas facilities that Duke Energy was looking into putting in hog farms in eastern North Carolina. And we did some focus groups, did some interviews, and I've co-published that with some of my co-authors. So those are some of my latest work. I've also done research on gender and immigration, on Poland, on social movements in Eastern Europe, and some other topics. So let's talk about the semester. I want to say that when I was in Poland, one of the interesting things was that when a student had an advisor, a professor who was their advisor, they were called a promoter. So I'm going to adopt that and say that I'm your promoter, I'm your cheerleader, I'm your supporter. So I want you to succeed, and I want to do everything I can to help you succeed and meet your goals this semester. I like the video that was just posted of ECU students going up to a microphone to say what they're planning to achieve this semester, and one person said, "I want to be the best version of me." So I think that's a good goal for all of us to be the best version of you. So let's talk a little about what the semester is going to be about. You should have had time to read the syllabus already, so I'm not going to read it all to you, but I just want to point out some highlights. One is if you are uh, not able to see me during office hours, obviously I can make an appointment with you, and we'll have these virtually, but we could do it another time. But also, if there's another time that for the class that works better than Tuesday afternoons, let me know, and I might be able to switch to another time. So check Canvas regularly for announcements. There are two required books, as you see there. One of them is that we're going to start with is Adi Harvey Wingfield, Flatlining, and this is really interesting about the healthcare system. Those of you who are planning to go into healthcare might find it very interesting. We learn a lot about race and gender and some of the dynamics in the healthcare system right now. She was just the president of the American Sociological Association. And then the other one is front of the house, back of the house. Those of you in restaurant work would know what that means. And we get to know the sort of inner workings of 3 different restaurants in Los Angeles, and some of the dynamics and relationships between the wait staff and back of the house. And we learn a lot about hiring practices, immigration issues, and others. So you're going to find that very interesting. This is a writing intensive course, and some of the writing is going to be iterative, and that is what that means is you're going to be giving me multiple drafts. Not all of it, some of it you'll just do one version, but we'll talk more about the specific requirements when we get once we get to those. Um, so check out what the syllabus says about diversity. I want to support everyone who might need some kind of accommodations, whatever that means, whether it has to do um, with health or religion or other issues. Please reach out to me. If you would like me to know your pronouns, so I make sure I'm using the right ones, or if you have a name that's different from the one that is on Canvas, just let me know. Please read the land acknowledgement and labor acknowledgement. Hopefully you are familiar with these by now. I will let you read and reflect on those. So as you know, we'll be using Canvas for everything. So stay on top of that. Look for announcements. I have set the home page for a photo, but if you would like the home page to be either announcements or assignments, like the assignments that are coming up, as the first page that you see when you open it on your computer or your phone, let me know and I can always switch that. Academic integrity, I want to make sure everybody is familiar with that and that there's no fuzziness about what is plagiarism, what is expected, what is going to get you in trouble. I am looking for plagiarism. I am looking for any ways that AI has been used in a way that is basically replacing your work. That's the main thing. If you are needing to use AI for something like help looking up the best references for something, which our library can do as well, please just put that in your paper. Say exactly how you used it. If you know, if I feel or if I see signs that your written work was done mainly by or only by artificial intelligence, I will reach out to you and get a meeting with you before I have any kind of a grade penalty. But if I reach out and don't hear back from you, I may have to go ahead and give that a grade penalty, whatever that might be. So please pay attention to that. And check the syllabus because I asked ChatGPT for the top 10 reasons why college students should not use AI to write their papers. And so I think you'll find that those 10 reasons are really real. And in fact, there's research showing that it actually hinders your development and your learning. So let's not get dependent on it. And there's also some information about the amount of water that's used for these processing centers. So if you're concerned about the environment, that's something else to keep in mind. So let's talk about the discussion boards. We're having a full class discussion boards this week. And then after this, I'm dividing you into groups and I'll probably mix you up in terms of switching the groups around. So you'll get to know more of the class members across the semester, and then we'll end up kind of all together at the end. I'm thinking about discussion boards. You have probably been doing those for what, 5 years, 10 years? Have you had enough of discussion boards? All right. So what I'd like to do is to encourage you to be creative, make them lively and engaging. Feel free to integrate a music video, TikTok video, a meme, whatever, anything to help us make it a little different. But don't stray too far from the assignment. Make sure that I can see that you did the reading, that you also watched the module, because I'll be posting modules every week. So make sure that you are being thorough there. There is a rubric for how I'm grading those. If you are showing evidence that you did do the work, the reading, and you are responding to another student appropriately, and with some thought, you will get a good grade on those. So just check out the rubric and you'll know what to do. We're going to be working on resumes and cover letters for part of the semester, and I want to just make sure you know this is not just a resume writing course. There was a rumor many years ago that this is just a resume writing course, and the students then get into the classroom and realize they've got to I don't know, write papers and read and take exams. So I don't think that rumor's around anymore, but if so, I just want you to know there is a lot of academic work related to this course, learning, and basically trying to. It is a capstone. It's what have you learned as a sociologist? Kind of bringing a lot of thoughts together and concepts, and kind of reviewing what sociological methods are, and kind of concretizing a little bit more what sociology is as a discipline, and I hopefully to help you appreciate sociology as a discipline. There are going to be also some papers. So no tests, no quizzes, but you'll have a reflection paper, two reflection papers that I'll give you information about, where you're going to be reviewing each of them is reviewing a sociology professor's work in our department, and talking about the methodology that they use in their research. And there's going to be a comparison paper where you will compare these two books that we're reading. And then the big one will be a research paper, 10 to 12 pages. And I'm going to give you a choice of 5 topics that I'm choosing for that paper. So you need to choose one of those, but they'll be interesting. And I'll give you a few references that you'll also be required to use in that paper, but then you will go beyond that and find some other literature. So this is something that we would call a literature review. You're not doing original research like doing interviews or doing statistics, but basically writing about what other researchers have done on these topics. And basically, they're inspired by some classic piece of sociological idea or theory. For example, W.E.B. Du Bois' idea of double consciousness is one of them that we're going to be working on. So I'm really looking forward to those papers. And then finally, you're going to do a video presentation of your research paper for the rest of the class to see. It's required but not graded, but the way it's required is if you don't do it, 3 points are deducted from your discussion board grade for the semester. So do it. I will let you look through the rest of the syllabus, the course schedule yourself. And let me just say one more thing for us to think about, which is that I know there are a lot of questions about what can and can't be covered, discussed, talked about in classes right now because of the way the current administration deems some of the topics that really are covered in sociology as not appropriate. So let me just say this, that you and I, as students, as faculty, we have academic freedom, and that means we have the legal right, the professional right to discuss topics that are in our field, that are part of this class. So there's not going to be anything that is censored at this point, and I don't think, hopefully, will never be censored. The only thing that we can't do is to go off topic and talk about some controversial topic that's not related to the course at all. So we can just be careful about those things. But it is a kind of an uncertain time right now. But I want you to make sure that you feel that I support you, and we are acting on our legal right for academic freedom. Thank you, and I look forward to getting to know all of you.